Alright, welcome back everybody. And we are working more on the lightsaber tonight. I promise that eventually we will finish the MIDI controller, but I need some more tools to do it, and I don't have the money for that right now. So I will get that soon, and I'm saving up, and we will get those tools soon and be able to finish that project. So in the meantime, we get to do this cool one where we design a lightsaber. So let's get to it. Got the usual bounties up again. I'll turn the music back on. We're getting close. We have a lot of this stuff sorted out here. So I'm getting more and more excited. But there's a few other things we got to deal with. So let's figure that out, I guess. Number one, the accelerometers. I'm going to leave this bounty up here. Find a 3-axis, the second bounty. Find a 3-axis accelerometer IC in an SOIC or through-hole package. We will see if somebody can come up with anything. But it looks like that's not going to be the case. So I think we're going to have to go with this accelerometer board that Adafruit has. Hold on. I gotta go find all the here we go. 2809. I think is the one we want. I'll pull it up in just a sec. Oh, also, everybody, let me know how your Tuesday is going. I forget what day of the week it is already. All right, here we go. This one. It's pretty small. Yeah, like size of a quarter, so I think we can make this work just fine. Well, maybe. I wonder what its limits are. 16G selectable scaling. I wonder if that's enough or if we need something that's like higher. Has, okay, I2C and SPI interface options, so you can do either. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I know. I can never remember the day of the week. Oh, this is cool. So something to note, I2C works off an address. It's a bus, which means you don't have like one device plugged in on each side of these wires. Instead, you can have a big network of wires and a ton of devices plugged in, and they're all communicating on the same network. Kind of like the CAN bus in a car or Ethernet in your house, you know. It's multiple devices on a network connected together. So it has two possible addresses in case you need to change it, in case the address it's using is one that's already used. And notice this little thing right here. These are two metal pads that are very close together. And what you can do is put some solder on that, and they're so close that the solder will bridge the gap and create a short, and it knows when those two are connected to switch to the other address. It's a thing I see used a lot on dev boards like this. So that's kind of cool. You have connectors. I don't know if we'll make any use of that. I think we'll just connect through the through holes right here. Just solder some headers. X, Y, Z. All right, so I think this is perfect. I just don't know if, I don't know if it's enough force. I don't know when a lightsaber collides with something, like how much force is generated, typically. So you don't need an external level shifter. That's fine, but we're using 3.3 volts, so we should be good. Actual products. Oh, sorry. SPI, our library code supports both, so you can share it with a bunch of other sensors on the same. There's address selection pins, so you can. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for these connectors, these I2C connectors. I think we'll just do it through the board. All right, I think this is good enough. 2809, Adafruit 2809. So what this looks like, because it's a separate part, or because it's in its own board here, we'll use standoffs like we did with the MIDI controller, and we'll put holes on our circuit board that match these big ones, and we'll mount them together that way. And then solder them in these through-hole components right here. And that'll work. And we're going to need 2 of them, so it's a good thing that they're this tiny. Right, but I get what you're saying. Like, they don't take a lot of force, but what is a lot is a thing. Like, this doesn't measure in pounds or newtons or anything like that. It measures in Gs. 2G, 4G, 8G, 16G. So I don't know how much that is. I know if something collides really hard at like 50 or 60 miles an hour, it's probably like 50 to 70 G, just from what I remember seeing. Oh man, I don't even know like the last time I saw this type of measurement used. Oh well, I think it'll be enough. Like, I think you're right. I think we'll be fine. It's gonna take some testing. We're gonna have to hit some things and see what it does and what what it returns, and then calibrate it from there. So that's a good solution. Just hit things and see what happens. It works in most applications if you do that. All right, so we're gonna add a fruit 2809. Okay. The hilt neopixels. This was the next thing I wanted to look at. So I think I have a theory for this. And I don't know how well it's going to work. And I apologize if the internet's kind of slow right now. Let me know if there's quality issues. There's nothing I can do to fix it, but I will try my best. Okay. So I wanted to do a, I wanted the hilt of the lightsaber to have kind of an inlay in it in the shape of a circuit board. And I wanted it to glow when we turned it on, and to change colors and everything. So I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do. Use something like this, which is a side light fiber optic. Basically, it's a fiber optic cable without the shielding that goes around it, like you would see on an internet cable, on the telephone pole or buried or something like that. That's a fiber optic, but it has a big rubber cover over it, insulation, to keep the light inside and to give it a longer range. This doesn't have that, so it glows when you light it up all the way around. So I think what we do is we design the lightsaber with grooves in the handle, and then we lay these in those grooves and glue them in place and whatnot. Oh no. Did I lose my stream? If anybody can hear me, let me know. But I think I crashed. Well, for those of you that are watching the recording of this, my stream just crashed, so I think you're the only ones that are going to see this. We'll see what happens. Anyways, though, I'm going to try and use this.